I am delighted today to be speaking with Martinez Majors, and this is a very exciting day because Martinez is an expert on his own healthcare, and that would be dealing with kidney issues. Martinez, will you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you found yourself in this position, suffering from kidney disease?
I think I ended up with a little bit of high blood pressure, a little type 2 diabetes. And while I think I was managing it well, I don't think I probably was. I don't think I got the kind of care that I needed after I got out of the military. And so once I found out that I had end-stage renal disease, I was at stage 4. And obviously the nephrologist said that stage 5, you have to go on dialysis. So I found out I was in the hospital, and that's how I found out from the test, the blood test that they ran. So I think after I got out of the hospital and went to see the doctor about a month later, I was on stage 5, and I had said I had to go on dialysis. And it was traumatic at first because I didn't understand it, no. And then I found out I'm either going to be either hooked up to a machine for the rest of my life or I have to get a kidney. So I had to go through therapy, and because I'm thinking, here I was, this bodybuilder, I've been a drill sergeant and did all this athletic stuff, and I'm gonna be hooked up to a machine. It was just, for me, I guess, I'm a manly man, so I'm thinking this can't be. I didn't find out until I was in the hospital and got really sick, and I was at stage 4.
So how about stages 1, 2, and 3? Was your doctor, were you going for regular physicals? Was your doctor in touch with you about kidney decline?
No one never told me I needed to go see a nephrologist. I took some blood tests. It was on blood pressure medicine. And at one point, I got real sick because the medicines were reacting to each other. And then I ended up having a stroke. I was still going like for my yearly physicals and stuff like that, but I don't remember taking a lot of blood tests and doing a lot of lab work. Had they been taking the blood work and doing that properly, I would have been told that, hey, you're at stage 2, you're at stage 1, you're in a bad way, you need to work on it. Because if I knew then what I know now, I would have altered my lifestyle.
So even with annual physicals, no one talked to you about your declining
No.
kidney numbers, and nobody was on top of that.
You're only with the doctor 10 minutes or less. And when I think about things, there are people I know that are even worse than I am, but it just, you say that, but then when you're actually in it and stuff is happening to you, you think it's like the end of the world. You think that, God, this is it. This is the most worst thing that could be in the world. So I didn't know a lot about kidney disease or anything until I was diagnosed, and actually after I started on dialysis. The peritoneal dialysis, you got a catheter in your stomach, you got to put the fluid in your stomach. So you start out doing it manually. Then you get on the cycler. And after a while, that wasn't working for me. I probably went to the hospital 15 times while I was on the PD dialysis from fluid overload. Then one time I got fluid was so bad on me, I was in the hospital almost 10 days. In our actuality, I should have been on hemodialysis when I first started on dialysis instead of peritoneal. A lot of people don't understand, even when they go on dialysis, they don't understand everything that they're going through, or what the symptoms are, or when you should be going to the hospital, or when you should be telling the doctor about this. And as far as being on this journey, I've had the highs and lows where, one, you're on a fluid restriction, you're on a renal diet. So in between those days, so I'm on dialysis Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekend, I have to watch how much I eat, how much I drink, because if you come in and you're well over your dry weight, that means they got to increase how much more fluid they're going to take out of you, and that taxes your heart even more. My toxins only come out of my body when I hook up to that machine. So those 4.5 hours that I get, or those 13.5 hours that I get a week, that's the only time that my body cleans toxins out. So just imagine if I don't go to dialysis for 3-4 days or a week, I'm gonna die, and one lady started crying when I told her that, because, she says, "Oh, you poor soul. I said, well, yeah, but I can't look at it that way. I just do what the nephrologists and the technicians and the nurses tell me to do, and I try to follow my regimen and my course, and I'm able to drive, I'm able to work, I can, can't do everything like I used to do it as far as like traveling and stuff like that. I mean, I can still travel, but you have to coordinate it. But it's okay. It's my new normal, and I'm adjusting to it as best I can. So
Yeah, I just I'm upset that the medical professionals were not in touch with you when your kidney started to fail, and you're not the only one I've spoken to who's had this. There are very few people who are notified at stage 3,
yeah,
right? And let alone stage 2 and stage 1. And so there is something going on there. There needs to be a change.
there is a big disparity in the Black and brown communities with healthcare. There are people that probably could have been saved had they had the health care and the education about some of those things of like kidney disease versus not having it. So I consider myself fortunate that I have good insurance, but at the same time, what good is having good insurance if the medical professionals aren't doing their job? Some people just skate through because they're just not being diagnosed with certain problems.
And there's no doubt that bigotry plays into it,
Of
because
course.
Black people are 3 times more likely to have kidney disease, much less likely to be transplanted, and
Yes.
not to mention
Yes.
the but internal bias that just a lot of people are carrying around with them. I'm wondering if you have explored transplant or if you're on the wait list.
The good news is that my 2 sisters and my two older sons, they, for my birthday in January, they said, well, we're not going to give you anything. You got everything. We can't buy you too much of anything. So we all volunteered to give you a kidney. So
Doesn't get
they'll
better
have
than
to
that.
decide. Yeah, so they'll decide once they go through the testing who's a match, and then they'll decide who, I guess they'll flip a coin. And
Well, the good news is nobody needs to be a match for you. But I think that, among those 4 people, the quicker you can get evaluated, the quicker they
okay,
can get evaluated, because long-term dialysis does harm the heart. And you already said you had heart issues. You just
yeah,
want to take care of it. And then it's really a second chance at a very healthy life. Because, a kidney from a living donor can last 20, 25 years. And I know one person, I don't know the person personally, but I know of a case where a kidney lasts 56 years and still going. So,
yeah.
it's pretty tremendous. And I just want you to know that I so much appreciate you being so open and clearly telling us all about the struggles you've gone through, and also
Yes.
expressing what an optimistic, cheerful, and beautiful person you are throughout it all, that you have this amazing sunny attitude and you're willing to share and help others through advocacy.
No.
It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you for
What?
being you.
So when I go into the dialysis center, it's so funny. The people in there, they all like me now, because I guess when I first came in there, they probably saying, who is this guy? Because when I come in the dialysis center, I be like, hey, don't get up. The VIP is here. Let's get this dialysis party started. Or I come in there and I'm singing and I'm dancing, and I tell the nurses, hey, y'all are rock stars. What's up? I mess with them, or I talk to them about, what are you doing this weekend? I said, y'all cooking vittles at your house? You're gonna invite me over? I'll bring the wine. What's up? But because I know they work long hours, they're 12 hours, whatever. But everything has been good. I go in there, I mess with all the patients. I be like, don't get up. VIP in the house, don't get up. I'm here, and they're all like, they look forward to me coming in, because they say, you're like a ray of sunshine. I found that it takes more muscles in your face to frown and be upset than it does to smile and be happy. So, I've been a lot better since I've been going through the hemodialysis, because I'm feeling better. And I'm just
Very happy for you. We'll continue that going with the transplant. It was amazing to talk to you. I'll work
Yes,
on,
likewise.
and I just thank you for your time and your enthusiasm and your love. And we'll be in touch about talking about transplant some more and some plant-based eating. And so I'll send you a good email.
All
Okay.
righty. You take care now. Be
All
safe.
right. Thank you so much for everything. Enjoy the rest of the day.
All righty. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.